Wow, check it out. Beautiful colors.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Check, check, check my check.
No, I think yours is on. Oh, yours is on.
Is it on?
1,
What's
2,
it
1,
plugged
2.
into? It's recording on the phone or what?
It's recording? Yeah.
Alright, so.
Okay, we are. Oh,
We're live.
JJ.
What?
I'm almost killed myself, JJ.
How? What happened?
Like my, you're shorter than me.
So you're gonna stand on the stairs?
Oh,
Stand on the stairs behind me. Let's see what that shot looks like. Make yourself the same height as me. Hey guys.
hey guys.
Welcome.
Oh, well, I guess we got the sunset there.
Right? It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. So we're finally getting our sunset podcast viewing it.
In Hollywood,
in
at the top of the Hollywood Hills,
As you
in a
can see,
castle, a real castle.
a real castle indeed. And I tell you, folks, the cool thing about all of this is that you can't make this stuff up. We are traveling around this beautiful globe, chasing this NFT wave, or actually not chasing the wave, kind of creating the wave, but finishing up NFT LA here in the Hollywood Hills at a castle in the hills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No lie. But this is a beautiful sunset where we did a lot of cool hiking around today. We went to the Hollywood sign.
Yes, we
And-
did. We sat there and we appreciated it from the macro perspective. We saw the big picture. We got to see the entire skyline and the whole city, and then the big Hollywood sign. And then we started to notice it from the micro perspective, and we found a little mini Hollywood sign too. So if any of you have actually found the mini Hollywood sign at the Hollywood sign, let us know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Send us pics.
That's how you know
We
we're
wanna
really
see.
on it. We see the macro and the micro all together at the same time. You know, which is really funny. We were talking about it a little bit today, and I know you wanted me to make a mental note as to what we wanted to talk about today, and you mentioned the macro and the micro. And normally when you tell me stuff, you know, I go along with it just because I know your brilliance. But with the macro and the micro, I didn't even choose to ask what and where you wanted to go with that. But yeah, help me understand.
Yeah. So, okay. You already know there's an infinite number of ways I could go with it, but the one that I was referencing in particular is that, you know, we can view things from different perspectives, any situation, right? And you can see it from the larger picture and you can see it up close. But to be able to see it both ways is like the true talent, right? So most people see it either or. They'll like be right in the middle of it. They're so close to it that they can't see, you know, the bigger picture where maybe, you know, even if they're having a hard time, that could be like actual blessings lining up for them in the macro perspective when you kind of zoom out and see their situation from the macro, right?
Indeed. I think I get what you're talking about. You know, a lot of times it's, as they say, it's hard to see the forest for the trees. You know, like so many times you're like right into it. And, you know, even as somebody that, you know, myself, that claims that, you know, has been all about personal development and growth, you know, sometimes you fall back into old traps and old thoughts and processes. So to be able to see the macro and the micro and just know where you're at in that space, you know, is a real talent. It's a real talent indeed.
I think it goes in line with emotional intelligence. So when you were downstairs getting the notes together, I recorded a little blip, right? I did a secret drop for everybody. So they got to hear about my little emotional intelligence love project that I have going on, right? So I'm gonna like turn myself into an AI where we're gonna scan me into the metaverse, right, and create like different little versions of me. Okay, we're gonna use the AI to simulate dating scenarios and like relationship scenarios, right, so that people can kind of go through these simulations and really practice, right? Just gonna practice and see different reactions, different ways that they could react, or different ways that the other person may react. And of course, we want to get other perspectives in there too, so we're gonna make it, every gender, every background eventually. But, for now I'm just saying, like, I want to turn into an NFT AI girlfriend. I want people to learn, better emotional intelligence and understand themselves better and understand their partners better, because, it'll make for much healthier relationships too. And sometimes the only reason why people make certain choices is because they've never seen a different way. Like, they haven't seen that there's other options. There's another way you could react to this situation. Well, you could look at it as, oh, this is something that's horrible and offensive, and I should be offended, and we should argue. Or you could look at it as, well, maybe this is just, a move that the universe is making to send us, more quickly along the path that we truly desire. So, I don't know, I could go on for days, but that's emotional intelligence, man, and macro and micro. Being able to remove yourself and remember, you're not the voices in your head that are all caught up and lost in stress or lost in reactions and emotion. You truly, at your source, are the silent observer behind that. That's when you step into your macro, right? Your micro is, I'm here, I'm human, I'm in this human experience, observing myself as human, right? And then when you zoom out into that macro, you just realize I'm the silent observer, and I'm observing the things that are happening without judgment, and realizing that there's an infinite number of possibilities for the way things could be and the way things could go. So, AI, machine learning.
Guys, I'm just saying. There you have it. I mean, there was nothing much more to add on to that, but JJ's right. NFT girlfriend, and that's exactly what you guys need. No, she's right. It's for a lot of us, and a lot of guys out there, we get caught up in our own heads. A lot of guys try to figure out what's and how, or this is like, or that's like. Well, no, guess what? It is what it is now, not like or could be.
When you think about it too, Major, and it ties directly into, I think, one of the goals that Zoo Labs has with their AI animals, right? Because, it's that emotional support element where the animal can begin to learn its owner and provide, in different areas for it, right? So it's the same thing, it's just the human concept too, right? They have friend generators. I mean, they have apps where you can download an AI friend and they'll sit there and they'll have conversations with you. And I mean, your brain can't really designate between, real or fake. And then this thing's learning you the whole time. So it's monitoring your responses and then actively deciding what to do next.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I tell you this, man. Look, at the end of the day, sometimes we need mulligans in life. Sometimes we need do-overs. If there's ways to build up your emotional intelligence, especially when it comes to interpersonal dynamics, wouldn't you want that? We can all use that, and a lot of times this is why you need, a feminine touch, because at the end of the day, when you want to feel safe, it's good to have somebody that knows how to make you feel safe rather than jerking you around and pulling you forward, because fear is the reason people stay put. And we're not about fear, we're about freedom. So we push into it, we lean into it, whether we feel comfortable or not. All right, so
everything, some of the coolest things in life are on the other side of your comfort zone.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
today I went to the Hollywood sign and I almost didn't go.
You almost didn't go? Yeah, you were going to stay.
I was going to stay.
Oh my gosh.
And I went and it was fun. and I had a good time. We took a lot of really good photos. We had a really good hike, really good walk.
Really nice, yeah. Like I feel like during the whole first part of the hike, I was in the more macro perspective, just like, whoa, check out this view, you know. And then when I started to zoom in, it was really cool because nature started to just give me these little blessings. Like I pulled out my camera to get, you know, a little recording of this flower, and this bee just flies right there, hangs out, does this little thing right there in my shot, perfectly in focus.
Sick.
You know, he's like, hey, you want to get, you know, a little nature in there, like, catch my vibe, and it was really great. And then there were little lizards. There was all of this, you know, wildlife that was popping out that we wouldn't, you know, have noticed right there in the beginning because we were looking at the bigger view, you know. And we zoomed in and we found so many different textures and geometry, shapes, inspiration.
Yeah.
I found a lot of inspiration from my fashion.
I can imagine. I watched you the whole time. You know, it's funny when you look and you see those universal signs and universal symbols. You know, it was very, you know, I'd say, there was a lot of harmony going on out there. I never felt so excited to look at all those flowers.
It was so nice.
Yeah, it was.
You know? And we could have missed them.
We could have definitely missed them. I tell you this. My problem is that, you know, every once in a while, like I'll get like, you know, in my hermit curmudgeon mode and not want to like leave or, you know, be as adventurous as
It's that
you know I am.
comfort zone.
I
It's the
I
comfort zone. We
know.
all do it. We all
I'm
do
not
it,
gonna
okay?
look, guys. Even though I get to talk about this stuff, don't mean I don't suffer from this stuff. All right, so it's always evolving.
That's how we know how to talk
always
about
ever learning. That's how we know how to talk about it. You know, trust me. You know.
We've all been there, like for sure.
We have. Look at this. You know what? I'm looking at this sunset, and the sunset does not set as fast as it does on the East Coast.
It's really nice, right? It's kind of taking its time.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely arriving. It's just, you know, absorbing all of the light energy from us too. We're creating more, what was this guy saying? Biophotons, right? Is that what they are?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're creating. A whole bunch. It's been one big energy bomb this last week. And FTLA has been quite memorable.
It's been insane. It was really, really
You know,
successful. I'm so happy. It was, you know, one of the events that I've had like the least amount of time to plan for, but it turned out better than mine. But I've had much more time to plan for.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, guys. We had two different kind of NFTLAs. I'm gonna tell you this much. I had a really good time.
I know. I want to hear what you did. Tell me. I want to vicariously live through you since I spent all my time working. We're at the hotel.
I had a really good time. We had two different ones. I mean,
Did I hear there was a helipad involved at some point?
yes, there was a helipad.
Again.
There was a helipad involved. There was
How did I miss that?
flying across LA. There was quite a bunch of celebrity concerts. There was quite a bunch of whales running around. A lot of parties. A lot of photos. A lot of hat comments.
A lot of fam. There was a
did
lot of fam
speak-
here. There were so many people that we knew here. It was
Did speak
great.
on stage. Did get my first chance to moderate and speak, and that was pretty fun. Got asked to do some other things, and look,
I heard you cracked a pretty good joke on stage.
I did crack a
Did you
pretty
really?
good joke.
Wait, can you remember it?
Okay, I can't remember the joke because you know me, I riff, right? But it definitely had something to do with Will Smith and Chris Rock.
We'll find it. We'll have to cut and edit right here and then show the clip. of
I
you
know,
saying
in
it.
case you guys don't know it up, but definitely it was something to build off of. This was like the hottest NFT, situation and conference, definitely in LA. That's for sure.
Well, and
We had
we
3,500 people.
So we had all those awards right next to it as well, right? So, that's when the whole Chris Rock situation happened. So it was kind of like a lot happening in the city. Oh, and then we found the Citizen app.
Okay, so
Dude.
for all of you out there, nosy citizens arrests, want to take care of everything, there's an app for you, and it's called Citizens app. Citizens.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means it's really for all of you at home that really want to be a news reporter and don't really want to get out there, but just want to stay out of your window and report the news. It's for you.
Or like if okay, so my grandma, I don't know who got her this, but I just found out recently my grandma's been listening to a police scanner. And she sits there and she's like, oh my goodness, she's listening to everything that's happening on the police scanner. She's completely entertained. So if you want to entertain your grandma, I'm sure that this would be effective too.
Wow. Okay, grandmas. You guys, at least the abuelas in Puerto Rico, they are definitely the neighborhood watch. Trust me.
Yo, can you imagine Citizen app out there?
Oh man, they'd be on it hard body.
So what it does is it shows like a map of the city, and then it shows citizens reporting live at different incidents around the city. And if you're near an incident that's taking place, the app will ping you so that you know to look and go and see if you can record it. So it's really interesting, right?
That's wild.
Dude, it shows the helicopters.
Yeah. It gamifies crime stopping and crime watches and accident watches and stuff all over the world, all over your city. That's what it looked like.
Gamify, that really, whoa, that would be so sick, you guys. Like, oh no, we could be like incentivized vigilante to earn.
No. Let's take that one back. No vigilante to earn, folks. Okay? We do not need any more, what's homeboy? We don't need any more of that. But,
So,
look, nonetheless,
like,
just make sure that you're okay, so there was an electric fire. There was an electrical fire, and the firefighters showed up, and that showed up on the Citizens app. So it doesn't have to be anything violent. It could just be something like a cat stuck in a tree, or some sort of fire, or something that you want to talk to people about, or a car accident, or something.
Right.
It doesn't have to be dangerous.
Armed robbery.
Okay. It doesn't have to be
Vehicular assault.
Those two.
They're
But
there.
also like clogged sewers, things like that. Things a little bit more
Don't report
neighborhood
that, you guys.
watchy. You just might need some help.
Like,
on
do it, but not with visuals.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
this is
check out the Citizen app. This is not a paid advertisement.
This is definitely not a paid advertising
But
because
a shout out.
all you snitches out there got an app for yourself now.
That is
Right.
very true.
All right, so,
Very true. Let's get
make sure that whoever is snitching is an actual citizen. Is an actual plain citizen.
Right. You know what it kind of reminds me of? That Black Mirror episode where like all the girl wakes up and all the people are like
All right.
right? That's really
That sounds
fucked up.
familiar.
Like it's like some Big Brother shit, thinking that they could incentivize people to report on other people live, right? Like,
do it in China.
here they are, boom, and now you get paid for doing that. Like it's incentivized snitching. Actually, it's exactly what it is. You found it. We
100%.
found the root.
100%. Listen. Anyhow.
Maybe revoke the shout out. Maybe let's refine the idea.
I mean, we got to refine the idea, but remember this: this is not the app for everybody. It's the app for actual law-abiding citizens.
Of course.
Law-abiding ones. All right, you got something for yourself. Well, guys, look. we covered a couple of things, but you know this much. One of the things that we're definitely going to be talking about are those soft skills, those emotional skills, those things that make interpersonal dynamics so much better, less complicated.
And hopefully prevents incidents that pop up on Citizen.
And prevent incidents that pop up on Citizen. You see how this is. You see
Came
what happens?
Full circle with that one for you.
Look at
All the
that.
way in.
Hey guys, it's your boy Major Dream, along with the nifty Oracle, JJ, showing you guys that NFTs can be anything, we can be anywhere, and you can get your ass off the block and into blockchain. Mint culture.
Mint culture. Hashtag mint culture.
Hashtag mint culture.
Boom, boom, boom.